Shalom, shalom. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Right, this build out of y'all. So I'm gonna do a little quick little video exhortation. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing that you could be lacking on, right? It's one thing that you could be lacking on that could affect your reading, right, and also affect your prayer life, right? So, and we know that praying and reading is very vital in our walk, right? So let's get to it real fast, right? So there's one thing that can enhance, right, your reading and your praying, right? So first, I'm gonna start off with this precept right here. The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 3 says, "Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand." Right? So it says, "Blessed is he that readeth," right? You're blessed by reading this thing, right? But also, it's more than just reading, right? You have to understand it, right? You have to understand what you're reading. But how do you understand, right? How do we understand the scriptures better? All right, let's go to it. All right. Go to the classic, man. It's the book of Psalms. All right. The book of Psalms, chapter 111 and 10. Right. Classic. Book of Psalms, 111 and 10. All right. So it's the book of Psalms, chapter 111, verse 10. It says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endure forever." Right. So you ever had a point where like, I'm not understanding what I'm reading, or you read this thing, read the Bible, and you just never understood it. Right. Examine yourself. Right. Have you been keeping the commandments? Have you been obedient to the will of the Most High God? Right. Because that could be throwing off your understanding because you're not keeping the commandments. So by keeping the commandments, it enhances your understanding. That way you understand, right, what you're actually reading. Like, that's what the scriptures say. Let's get another one. All right. Let's go to the book of Sirach. All right, we're going to go to the book of Sirach. Book of Sirach, chapter 1. All right. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 1. What I'm going to go to. All right, verse 26, it says, "If thou desire wisdom, keep the commandments, and the Lord shall give her unto thee." Right? So if wisdom is understanding, right? So if you want to have wisdom, you desire to understand, right? To be wise, right? You don't want to read this, basically, if you read these scriptures, right? In order to get the wisdom from these scriptures, or to enhance wisdom to gain wisdom from the scriptures, right? Because you can read these scriptures and read them out with a foolish mindset, but to read these scriptures and understand them out of a mindset founded on wisdom, right? Got to keep the commandments. You know what I'm saying? That's what it that's what it comes back to. You know what I'm saying? Keeping the commandments, right? That's how you enhance your wisdom. That's how you enhance your understanding. So when you're reading the scriptures, right, to understand the scriptures more, keep the commandments. Plainly. Just be making sure that you're doing your best to be obedient to the will of the Lord, and that by you keeping the commandments, it'll help you better understand what you're reading, right? Well, let's go into praying. I did want to touch on that, right? Now, if you're praying, your prayers can be thrown off just by the same exact thing. Let's go to it. Classics, right? We're just gonna get some classics. Right. Let's go to John, the book of John. John 9:31. All right, so the book of John, chapter 9, verse 31 says, "Now we know that God heareth not sinners, but if any man be a worshiper of God and do his will, him he heareth." Right, so if you out there going off, right, you doing whatever that's contrary to the commandments, and you wondering, well, why whatever I'm praying for, why I'm not getting that? As in, you might be praying for more wisdom or more faith or whatever it may be, or whatever you may be asking for, right? You wonder why you're not getting these things. It's because you're not keeping the commandments, right? A good reason why is either one, This is not the of course it's if it's of the will of the Lord. One, if it's not, if it's the will of the Lord, or if it's not. But one of the main things that can, well, that's what main thing, if it's the will of the Lord. But another thing that could be stopping your prayer, right, is keeping the commandments, right? By you keeping the commandments, right, that enhances the chances, or that increases your chances of your prayers being heard. By you not keeping the commandments, the Lord ain't hearing you anyways. So you feel me? So that's just how that go, right? Let's get another one. Let's get another one. Proverbs, right? Another one in Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 28. Right? Proverbs chapter 28 and verse number 289. I want to say, yeah. Salaki. That's what I'm looking for. No, that's not that. I'm looking for 28, but I'm not there yet. Salaki, bear with me. There it is. 28 and 29. It says, he that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination. So when it says turning his ear away, right, that's you turning your back on the law, statutes, commandments. That's you not trying to keep the commandments. That's not you trying to basically not keep the commandments, plainly. Simple. By you not trying to keep the commandments, well, your prayers are going to be an abomination. Simple. Simple. So if you know what I'm saying, one of the reasons why a lot of people's prayers are not being heard, because they're not keeping the commandments. That's why. Just plain simple, right? Let's go to another precept, and then, like I said, just not a long video, but just a video to put this out there, that ways that you can enhance your reading, enhance your prayer, is by keeping the commandments. Simple. Simple. Right, I'm gonna get this one on this last one, right? So it's the book of 1 John chapter 3 and verse 22. It says, and whatsoever we ask, we receive of him, because we keep his commandment and do those things that are pleasing in his sight. Right? So straight like that, right? Simple, right? One of the things that can boost, right, the probability of your prayers being answered is by keeping the commandments. One of the ways that can boost your understanding of reading what you're reading, and to boost your wisdom, keeping the commandments. Simple, right? So just like I said, just a quick little video. You know what I'm saying? These two tools, right? Reading and prayer is very vital in your walking this truth. You need to read and you need to pray, right? And one of the simplest ways that you can enhance both is just by simply keeping the commandments. And with that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Shalom.